And our next bout of the evening, we have in the black corner, representing Checkmat, fighting out of São Paulo, Brazil, Marcelo Lapela, Mafra.
They didn't give me the wristbands. They didn't give me.
And his opponent, in the white corner, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, representing Zenith BJJ, Gilbert Durinho Burns.
Não, então não preciso.
All right, Dave, what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, this is one I was excited to see because I know Gilbert Burns is just a phenomenal grappler.
Well-rounded, right?
And, he's been fighting the UFC and he's been knocking people out in the UFC.
And he can throw bombs.
So it's interesting to see him come back in the grappling scene here.
Combate.
Marcelo, again, is another world champion, so a good stylistic matchup. I expect that Gilbert's going to score the takedown based on what I know from him. So I imagine Marcelo might try to wait that first minute, get that guard pull, work in his half guard.
Sounds about right. But they're both very well-rounded fighters, Dave. Marcelo, I'm trained extensively with Lapela. He's just well-rounded badass. Like, he's got great judo, great footlock attacks, a very active guard, especially a half guard. His back attack is incredible. But Gilbert, he's got like that wrestling. It's gotten way better over the years. Like, he's always had like good wrestling, but like since he's been fighting MMA, it's really gone up a level. I want to give Gilbert an advantage in the takedown here, but not by much. Oh. And again, on the ground, very, very dynamic.
A good single leg on tap, and then Marcelo countered with a guillotine and made Gilbert second guess that shot attempt.
So we have Lapela with the white ankle brace and Gilbert with the black one. Marcelo Lapela representing Checkmat. Durinho representing Zenith BJJ with the shot. Nice attempt there by Gilbert.
Yeah, it was a good arm drag double, but good hips from Marcelo. He didn't get any traction on that shot.
Absolutely. So a minute has gone by, Dave. They both can pull guard, but it doesn't seem like anyone wants to pull guard. We're seeing a lot of wrestling here tonight so far, Dave.
We are. I was a little surprised, to be honest. So this should be good. I mean, Marcelo looks like he's got his wrestling game. Oh, but
there we go.
There we go.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah. I've seen Marcelo has a very good half guard. I think they like to call it a coyote guard, where he likes to sit up and get into that dog fight.
It's funny, the coyote story where it comes from. I think Lucas Leite's nickname was Coyote for a long time. And he's the one to come up with this guard. It's a guard that, I mean, no one really invented the half guard, right? But it's been, everyone's been advancing it, making it better and better over the years. But Lucas is the one that really got it to the next level, and Lapela got it from. I got a lot from him. If you watch Damian Maia in the UFC, and he done really well with that half guard. Like, he shoots, right? If he doesn't get the takedown, what does he do? He pulls half guard, and then he makes his half guard into a single to the back, right? And that's where Damian Maia has always excelled in the UFC. He got that from Lucas Leite. Lucas Leite was, Gilbert with the pass there. Gilbert with the back take.
He's coming. Oh, good recovery.
Very nice recovery by Lapela. Gilbert with the pressure.
Wisely goes to close guard. I think it's a good chance to settle him down a little bit. Gilbert was starting to get a lot of momentum there, getting closer and closer. Oh, but there.
This is just nice and well-plotted by Lapela. Well defended by Gilbert. We are just past half the first round. First half in the books. And Lapela fishing for that single X. You can see Gilbert leaning heavy on that right knee. So what Lapela wants to do is to get under Gilbert, like get his legs up in the air so he can attack the legs. Gilbert's not having any of it. He knows how to sit heavy on his knees, sit back, and keep his legs away from Marcelo, and that's where he's going to be most effective with his pass and also most dangerous.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of keeping his hips way back, so there's nothing really to lift on quite yet.
But you see how Lapela keeps arm dragging him? The arm drag is not really an arm drag. It's just something to get Gilbert to step with his leg so he can find his balance with the leg, and then Lapela can get underneath him. And man, I've trained extensively with Lapela. He does that really well. He's no joke there.
Oh. He was really deep on that single from that half, but just ran out of room.
So far, incredible performance by both these athletes.
And we're still tied up 0-0. So anybody can take this round. There's only about 1:15 left, so yeah. I'm expecting to get blast doubled by Gilbert.
You can see, like, I get the impression that, yeah, Gilbert's setting up that shot in the second out.
Yeah,
And getting a little more aggressive. Like seemed like Lapela walking back a little bit, a little hesitant to engage with Gilbert. Gilbert's got a small weight advantage on Lapela, not by much.
yeah, and you could tell by Gilbert's legs, he's just got power for days.
Yes, yeah.
But Marcelo's doing really good. He's not getting him. He hasn't got a clean shot yet.
Marcelo Lapela, originally from São Paulo, Brazil. He started with Lotus Club in São Paulo, and then he trained with Damian Maia, member of Brasa, and then later checkmat with Leo Vieira in California. He has his own school in Southern California. Gilbert fighting originally from Rio de Janeiro, now in Florida. Very active. Gilbert's all over the place. I feel like every time I'm watching like some jiu-jitsu event or some UFC, Gilbert's in it. Oh, nice shot there by Lapela. If you can get him down, he's deep on the shot. Oh, good defense by Gilbert. Good sprawl by Gilbert.
Yeah, that was a really tight shot.
Very, very good shot. Very dynamic first round. So far, so good, but no points scored.
No points scored. So right now, if we keep going at this pace and it goes to a referee's decision, it's going to be an interesting call there. Because right now, I would have said Gilbert was being more aggressive, but then at the very last moment,
correct.
And he had some good deep half guard attempts there as well, so it's hard to call.
So Dave, I'm going to be asking you this question every fight, okay? So what's the strategy for Lapela?
Well, he's had some success with his half guard and getting into that coyote guard and coming up for that shot, but I'm still not sure. That shot he fired at the end was really good, and maybe with a little more time he could have scored. You know, and Gilbert, it's
a nice sequence.
Yeah, like you see him there, he almost got the back. There's that shot again, and he sees the inside single, and he's controlling the ankle, which is compromising.
That was deep on that. Look at that.
Yeah, but Gilbert's got great flexibility, to stay up there.
Yeah,
that was
great
blown out
defense by Gilbert there. I was actually surprised. I thought Lapela had that takedown. How about Gilbert, Dave? What's the strategy for Gilbert to win this fight?
Well, I think that he can score a takedown if he keeps setting it up. Like he's shooting a few blind shots. He needs to tie up the head, arm drag like he did in the beginning, try to get in deep on that shot. And if he can score the takedown or Marcelo pulls guard, his guard passing was on point there. I think he just needs to continue applying that pressure.
I think we can expect a similar second round. That would be my guess. I think Lapela's probably going to wait that first minute. Gilbert's probably going to, really push hard this first minute to get that takedown before Lapela pulls, because passing Lapela's guard is no joke, and he's very dangerous. If you get, you're not cautious there when you're passing Lapela's guard, he's going to get underneath you, and that's where he excels.
Tá no meio, galera. Vamos lutar no meio.
A lot of pressure.
Não mandei parar, continua. Só falei para lutar no meio.
Referee calling him out back to the center.
I think Marcelo's acting up a little bit too much. He needs to. Well, there's a good reason for it, though. Shots are coming in, but you see there was no setup. It was a small head club. Gilbert needs to tie into it.
Nice, Gilbert with the single.
Yeah.
Gilbert's been feinting a lot. I like that. Like he's just really keeping, moving, keeping his opponent wondering, and that's when he gets in there.
Yeah, it looks like Marcelo didn't like the head club and was motioning towards the referee.
No one does. I always remember that 86C fight with that Arona and that
the Russian.
Yeah, I think he's Russian. Yeah, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, they got into it. The guy was arrested afterwards. That's what I heard, at least.
I believe it.
They just like slapped each other back and forth. This is old school. If you've been training jiu-jitsu for only 3 years, you have no idea what we're talking about.
This is back, I think, in 2001.
This is when me and Dave would have been like, I don't know, year 2 into training. This is like 99, 2000. When did you start, Dave?
I started in 1996.
Okay.
I did a year of Jeet Kune Do, and then I got into high school wrestling for 3 years, and then got into MMA
grappling
and shoe fighting.
Okay, awesome.
Combate.
Lapela with the guard pull after that 1 minute mark. And Gilbert passing on the outside.
Yeah,
I love that pass. It's one of my favorite passes. I think there's an overemphasis people passing through the middle because that's what your opponent's sucking you into. So you kind of conform to that, like, I'm going to go right through the middle. But you got to remember, in the middle, that's where all the submissions are. That's what all the sweeps are. When you're passing on the outside, it's not only a high percentage pass, there's no risk. Look at that. It's a little bit hard to establish, especially nogi, but it's generally speaking risk-free. And the other way to pass is exactly what we're doing now, going underneath. That's another underrated way of passing, going underneath your opponent's legs. But Lapela's not giving him anything. He's so active from the bottom.
And Gilbert just put in a little guard passing clinic, 3 different passes, but Marcelo expertly defended all 3 attempts.
Obviously me and Gilbert, Gilbert's part of the team, and, I've had the opportunity to train with him, gi and no gi. And there's one thing that Gilbert excels at. Like, his wrestling's improved a lot over the years, but his passing is insane. Very, very dynamic, very aggressive, very powerful and heavy for someone his weight. Like deceivingly. He looked big, but like for his weight, you would think, oh no, he's a lot lighter than me. It should be okay. But his passing is legit. He's certainly one of the best in the game.
Yeah. Now, it doesn't look like Marcelo is really into the position he wants to be in the bottom yet.
No, Gilbert knows better. Gilbert came into this fight prepared. He knows exactly what Marcelo wants, and he's doing his very best to stay away from it.
And I think Marcelo's selling himself short a bit because his shots seem to get in deep every time he shoots. Like, he had a shot out of bounds just a moment ago that was deep, but it was just out of bounds. He's got to give himself a little bit more room because I think Gilbert is attacking so hard that his defense is not as primed. So I think Marcelo's waiting a little bit too long. He's got to, take that shot and go. And then we got some hand fighting. A little still too far. Any shot from this range is not really going to score on a good wrestler. They need to get
in there.
Yeah.
Nice. Gilbert with the shot. Nice. Marcelo with the defense, though.
Mesma posição.
Good defense.
Mesma posição.
The ref is doing a good job at bringing the fight back to the center. And that's fair. Like, there's nothing more frustrating, when it's so difficult to create something like on someone like Lapela, and you finally get that body lock, and, you go out of bounds and you store back to the center. No, you drag him back to position in the middle. Gilbert is winning this round by 2 points with a takedown.
First score, and a very nice score at that. Now you have to imagine that back take is coming. Oh.
See, that's the other thing Gilbert is very good at with that back take.
Very well done. I like that he threatened the choke first, and then he got established the hook.
It's on. It is. Lapela's in danger. Good job getting to his knees, which is exactly what you should do. Now, Gilbert's got to be careful not to start sliding over. I got a big peeve of attacking the back and the head being a little too high, but he recovers.
And he got 4 hooks in.
2 hooks, so they should start him back in the center. Seatbelt and 2 hooks. I doubt they'll reset with that arm so close to the neck.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, but Gilbert's still in a dominant position. So he'll be getting 4 points. I got a penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty was for.
Seat belt.
I don't know if they felt that he went out of bounds purposely.
Possibly.
Oh, now the body triangle. This is going to be a rough time.
No points yet. No points yet.
Choke.
And time. That was close.
Wow.
That was close. Saved by the bell. Gilbert with that back take, though. That was incredible. And he managed to get to the neck. Lapela's a little upset there because I think the fight went over a second or two after the end. He knew the fight was ending. He saw the clock when Gilbert got to his back, so he knew it was just a matter of waiting it out. Notice that Gilbert never got the points for the back because he never got the 2 hooks. He never kept him in long sort of points for that body triangle. That's why the round ended 2-0. Now, the reason why Gilbert kept that is because he knows that even had he scored those 4 points, it still would have been a 6-0 round. You see what makes an intelligent competitor? He's doing all this math in his head. Nice pass there by Gilbert on the outside.
Now it goes into the double unders. Trying to get his hips up, but again, Marcelo rolls through right away. And now here, quarter turn lift.
Very, very good wrestling. Beautiful back take by Gilbert. And he just kept that body triangle because he knew the round's about to end. I have to finish. I'm not going to get a 10-8 round. Very intelligent. You see Gilbert taking a break there.
Yeah, he's been working real hard this round. And pretty much every round of the match so far. But he still looks very fresh, and so does Marcelo. So now what do you think Marcelo has to do here, Rob, to get back in this match? because pretty much now it's 1 round to none, because the first round was a draw.
Correct. So Marcelo has to win this round, and then it goes decision, assuming actually it has a penalty. We have I believe Marcelo has a penalty for going out of bounds. So if it's a draw, Gilbert wins. So Marcelo needs to win this round 10-8 in order to win this fight, or a submission, obviously. Both fighters measuring each other. So far, a lot of wrestling so far.
Yeah, I think Marcelo, the good thing when you back up like this is that your opponent steps forward, which makes their lead leg heavy. That makes it much easier to shoot in, and that's why I believe he's been having a lot of success, because he's backing up the whole time. So when Gilbert's marching him down, if he's not expecting that shot, it's hard to pull away.
Yep.
But I think he needs to pull the trigger. There.
Yeah, good defense there by Gilbert. And with the back. Nice seatbelt by Durinho. And Lapela defending the back there. Good defense. They go out of bounds. Very good, both competitors. Very nice sequence. Wonder what the referee's going to do that.
Yeah.
I hate refereeing. I don't know about you. I've been there. I've done it a few times. He gave, I believe, Lapela a penalty.
Yeah, for going out of bounds. But they're starting in neutral, so that might be a blessing in disguise for Marcelo.
Yeah. Because, had Gilbert gotten those points, it would have secured pretty much. It would have been very difficult for Lapela to do anything about this. Lapela needs pretty much a submission at this point.
Yeah, or like you say, he needs to rack up a strong amount of points. He needs to score over 6 points to be able to get that.
Well, 7 or more. 7 or more to get a 10-8 round. And then he's still losing. Oh, no, the first round was a draw. I'm sorry. 10-8 round, he wins. My bad.
10-8 round.
Yes, Gilbert won the second. First round ended in a draw.
And I think we're seeing a little bit more aggression between both of these guys here. It looks like it's a little heated.
Fights typically go like this. Like, they're very dynamic, and after that first exchange, right? And towards the end, they tend to get more dynamic again. And, somewhere about the middle, they're both like just, taking their time. This is rough. People don't realize the intensity of 3 5-minute rounds, right? It's no joke, guys. People have this idea, just train harder. It's not that simple. There's only so much your body can do in a day. Nice deep shot by Gilbert. And with the body lock. Good wrestling by both these guys.
Again, Marcelo's, he's baiting the shot now. I guess he's hoping to catch a submission on the way in. But he's got 2 minutes and about 10 seconds left. So we got some more hand fighting going on here.
Two minutes left before the end of the third round. And Gilbert's still very aggressive. Well, they say if you don't want to defend yourself, attack the whole time, right?
That's right.
And Lapela might be his last chance of pulling something off. Use that 7-point sequence, or better, even better, a submission in this fight. He is dangerous, though, man. I've trained a lot with him. He is very, very good to get underneath you. You can't sleep on that footlock. Gilbert knows better, though. He's just sitting back. He knows how to keep his range. He's very familiar with this game.
Yeah, it's real hard to score on somebody whose hips are that far back, and now he's looking to make something happen. Oh, good pressure. He's inverting.
Yeah.
So watch his back.
And nice pass. And okay. So what's going on here is Gilbert knows perfectly well it is very difficult to pass the guard, establish side control, especially know you where it's so slippery. What he's trying to do here to Lapela is try and force Lapela on his knees to prevent the points, and that way Durinho can do what he does best, which is getting back. Nice single attempt there by Lapela. Gilbert chasing him the whole time. Gilbert's been marching forward this whole fight. Lapela with a single.
Oh.
Good defense by Gilbert.
Yeah, he should have held on to that a little bit longer, but with the sweat, sometimes single legs are hard to hold on to.
30 seconds. Nice. Very, very smart Gilbert. Good wrestling on his end. Good defense. And Lapela is in a tough spot now, Dave. What would you do? Yeah, flying something, right?
Yeah, you gotta go Hail Mary. Maybe a leg scissors.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. Remember, heel hooks are legal in the no-gi division. 5 seconds.
Foul.
Another penalty. You can see Gilbert celebrating there.
Yeah, there's a guy in the bag.
Beautiful performance by Gilbert Dudinho. He moves on to the final against DJ Jackson.